to Invest Insights. I'm Abby Maloney. I'm joined today by Leslie Packard, the managing partner for Ellis Winters. Leslie, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Season 4, we're going to be talking about this new norm, this new economy that's been created due to the pandemic, and looking at strategies that were shaped due to the pandemic and will lead us into the future. But before we get there, I wanted to ask you on the personal side, what are some new personal norms that started during the pandemic, whether it be hobbies or interests or technologies, ways of operating, that you will carry with yourself into the future?
Well, probably like everyone, my closets and dressers are all now well organized, at least for the short run. And then I found that I actually did not go back to our gym when it reopened. I had gotten used to doing my fitness videos at home. I prefer them. So I've just kind of changed the way I work out based on getting used to doing things a different way.
Earlier this year, you were named one of the state's most influential leaders in business on North Carolina's inaugural Power List. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How are you working to influence your firm, your sector, and your community?
I think that the most influential thing that any leader can do is model the behavior that you would like to encourage and be a good role model. And so I try to do that. And I think it's important for business leaders to be involved in the community and serve on, boards of charities and organizations. And so I try to make it a point to do those things and set an example there as well. And then just specific to the legal profession, professionalism and courtesy are important to being able to get things done as lawyers. So I think serving on bar organizations, reaching across the aisle, and emphasizing those values is important, and really mentoring and encouraging all of those behaviors in our younger colleagues.
You recently spoke at the Empowering Women in Law Firm Leadership Virtual Conference Series, in which one of the topics was strategies to attract and empower women in a firm. Many people might say that there's not nearly enough being done in terms of female empowerment, particularly in the legal profession. In an era where more people are educated on diversity and equity issues than ever before, why does it seem to be that women are still climbing the proverbial mountain in this regards?
That's a great question. And I think it's not only within the legal profession, it's within other professions as well. But what I know, of course, is the legal profession, and the numbers just bear it out. There are equal numbers of women and men going to law school, and then the further up you look in organizational charts, the fewer women there are. And I think there are just systemic and structural barriers that we need to work on. We need to work on not making assumptions about what women want to do or can and can't do, and make sure that they're given the same opportunities for mentoring, training, and just opportunities to work on matters as their male counterparts.
And why do you believe there's still such a fight to achieve gender equity and pay parity?
Of course, there are challenges of balancing parenthood, and for some women who find themselves in the sandwich generation, as it's called, also balancing, aging parents. But firms need to be flexible and have generous parental leave policies for both women and men, and work past those barriers, because women can, of course, achieve just as much in their professional careers, perhaps on a slightly different trajectory, just depending on their personal circumstances.
And why do you believe there's still such a fight to achieve gender equity and pay parity?
Well, I think that we do have concerns. I think that there are some things that have been good. There are some things we can do more efficiently without all of the travel, and those will remain. But I think the biggest area of concern is training young associates, mentoring young lawyers, and preserving culture of the firm, because you can't do that when everybody is remote all the time. It requires being together and having in-person experiences. So I think that's something that we'll have to focus on regaining as we emerge from our COVID cocoons.
Yeah, and are there things that you're currently doing to mitigate the to maintain company culture in this remote environment?
Absolutely. I mean, we're encouraging everybody to come back to the office who's who's fully vaccinated, and almost everybody is, or everybody is, as far as I know. And so, can resume our past practices of just getting together at lunchtime, sharing stories, sharing experiences. I think it's important for people to get back to depending on the industry, back to the office and back to the office culture as soon as safely possible.
And as we find ourselves in this new economy and new landscape, what's in store for Ellis Winters and the legal profession overall?
So I think the legal profession is evolving as we're more and more in kind of an on-demand culture, and clients expect immediate responsiveness, just as we're all used to these days. So I think for law firms, we have to adapt to the model of the fully client-centered law firm and make sure that we have the technology and we have the responsiveness to be available to our clients, and to really understand our clients' businesses and make ourselves into their trusted advisors, which I think is what clients are looking for, is law firms that can really add value to their businesses.
Wonderful. Well, thank you again. That was Leslie Packer, the managing partner for Ellis Winters. My name is Abby Malone, and you've been watching Invest Insights. Leslie, thank you again.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so that you can stay up to date on the latest business trends from our knowledgeable experts. Be sure to check out the description below for more information on the segment you just watched. Thanks for tuning in.